Slowly but surely, the deadline's approaching to make a decision on the future of the newly renamed Highmark Stadium. Right now, the stadium lease runs through 2023, but Pegula Sports and Entertainment is already studying the facility. The question on everyone's mind is whether to renovate or build an entirely new stadium.
It was only about 4 months ago that we took a look at Bills Stadium. The biggest point that I had taken away was how many names the stadium had gone through up until that point. When I posted that video, I had no idea that all the news that would come out about Bills Stadium only a week or so after. Let's take a look at some of these updates. Only 1 week after that video's post date, the stadium's name was changed again. So when we left off, it was called Bills Stadium, and this time Highmark Insurance would be purchasing the naming rights for the next 10 years. I'm honestly truly amazed by this decision, as I don't think Bills Stadium is a viable option for another 10 years. In fact, neither does former Bills quarterback Jim Kelly. In a recent interview, Kelly expressed further support for the Bills to have a new stadium, especially with their newfound recent success. Further evidence of a new stadium is the Bills not pushing to renew their lease past when the current deal expires in 2023. According to Buffalo Fanatics, a fan website dedicated to the team, the rumors are that a new stadium will be built on the site of the current Bills Highmark Ralph Wilson Stadium. During the time of construction, the Bills would temporarily relocate to another venue, such as Toronto or even Penn State University's football stadium. This is where the current Bills owners went to university. Both of these would be interesting options, and I could see the NFL using this as a good test bench for an eventual permanent Canadian team. Additional rumors for a new proposed stadium complex in a similar vein to Patriot Place near Gilette Stadium. The proposal would add a large selection of shops and restaurants to the area around the stadium, similar to a very large themed strip mall. Only time will tell if these rumors come to light, but I believe that with the ongoing surveys being put out by the team and the support of Jim Kelly, it's really only a matter of time until a new stadium proposal comes to light. I hope you enjoy this update, and as other stadium news comes around for stadiums we've already covered, I'll be sure to update those videos as well. Now let's take a look back at our previous look at Bills Stadium. Enjoy.
Orchard Park, the new stadium, the new home of the Buffalo Bills. More than 600 men and machines labor to complete the new facility in time for the '73 Buffalo Bills football season. A season that will see Plunkett of the Patriots, the Super Bowl champion Miami Dolphins, the contending New York Jets with Namath.
Rich Stadium, Ralph Wilson Stadium, New Era Field, or Bills Stadium is home to the Buffalo Bills of the NFL. The stadium is currently the 4th oldest stadium in the NFL after the likes of Soldier Field in Chicago, Lambeau in Green Bay, and Arrowhead Stadium. From 1960 to 1973, the Bills played at War Memorial Stadium, nicknamed the Rock Pile for its lack of features and its small size of only 47,000 seats. With the NFL implementing a minimum seating requirement of 50,000 starting in 1970, something had to be done. With the city of Buffalo moving slowly to build a new stadium, team owner Ralph Wilson began exploring opportunities to move the team to a new market. Cities considered included Seattle, Memphis, and even Tampa Bay. With Wilson's relocation threat, the city of Buffalo moved quickly with plans to build Rich Stadium, which opened in 1973 at a cost of only $22 million. Comparing this to the cost of the Superdome, which opened only 2 years later at a cost of $134 million, the Bills got a real bargain. In a pioneering move, the Bills organization sold the naming rights to Rich Products, a food production company based out of Buffalo. The 25-year deal cost only $1.5 million for Rich Products and represented one of the earliest examples of a stadium selling its naming rights to a sponsor. When this deal expired in 1998, the stadium was renamed Ralph Wilson Stadium in honor of the team's owner. The design of the stadium remained relatively unchanged until 1984, when the stadium's capacity was expanded to a whopping 80,290 seats, with the addition of new executive suites. Further innovations in the early 1990s added more executive suites, end zone clubs, and what was the largest jumbotron screen in the world at the time. The stadium's capacity was reduced in 1998 when new, larger seats were installed, along with new premium club seating. Additional renovations during the 2000s and into the 2010s included upgraded video boards and the addition of a Ralph Wilson statue after he passed away at the age of 95 in 2014. Despite the constant upgrades to the stadium since its opening, there's been increasingly more calls for the stadium to be torn down and replaced with a more modern venue. When new team owners Terry and Tim Pegula bought the team, they announced plans to investigate the feasibility of building a new stadium near downtown Buffalo, although these plans have never materialized. Different locations are still being scouted out with no solid plans as to where the new stadium will be located. Bills Stadium continues to stand the test of time as a bargain stadium, famous for its windy environment for kickers and the supposed curse thanks to a nearby cemetery. With the recent high-profile success of the Bills, it looks like this may be the perfect time to give the championship-caliber team a new home. This has been the story of Rich Ralph Wilson Bills Stadium, or something like that. Thanks for watching, as the Bills Stadium has now joined our archive of everything. Don't forget to check out my other stadium history videos here in the channel, and as always, I'll see you all real soon.